Hi, this is John from Mixedstreets.com. Today I'm going to give you a beauty tip. Something you have to put very little effort in and you reap great rewards at the end. And that is sleeping on a satin pillowcase. Yeah, it's really that simple. You make your bed, put a satin pillowcase on it, sleep on it, and the next morning you reap the rewards. And I'll tell you why. What comes in most contact with your face and your hair is your pillowcase. That is a fact. So if you spend most of your time sleeping on a cotton pillowcase, you're asking for trouble. Because the thing with cotton is that it sucks away moisture. It creates friction after it sucks away your moisture. It creates friction. So because of the friction and dry hair, because of it, it starts causing tangles. It causes splits, breakages, and all the other bits that happen when you toss and turn on a rough surface. Now, satin is a weave. It's the way it's weaved is like 4 warp and 1 weft. So I think that's the terminology for it. But because of how it's weaved, it has this slipperiness, it has this shine, this gloss. And because of it, it makes it very difficult for it to try to absorb moisture from your hair or your skin. And also, it doesn't cause the friction when you sleep on it. And those two things are really important because you come away from it with a much fresher sleep, less bad hair when you wake up in the morning, and it doesn't tangle as much. So detangling is harder. So if your kids are like our kids, we spend most of our time trying to lock in the moisture because they have very frizzy hair. And we spend most of our time using the spray, the moisturizer, the conditioner, and so on to try to keep their hair in line. And after that, when they used to sleep on the normal cotton pillowcase the next morning, it's all over. It's a mess. Everything is lost. And we have to do it all over again the next day. But then when we started using a satin pillowcase, I'm not saying it's perfect, it stopped everything, but it's so much easier to maintain their hair. It's so much better, and the kids love it. All you have to do is try it. You try it once, and I bet you're not going to sleep on any other type of pillowcase again. When it comes to satin pillowcases, there are 2 popular ones that could be used. One of them is a Satin Silk and one of them is Satin Polyester. Satin Polyester is very popular. It's a cheaper version of it. It's made of polyester. Polyester is easier to make than silk. So when you sleep or when you make satin with polyester, it still has the same effect. It still has a slip and a shine, and it doesn't absorb moisture much from your hair, but it's just a little rougher on your skin when you sleep on it. But silk is the higher end. That's the only one we sell at Mixedstreets.com. We only sell satin silk. Silk is more expensive to make because it comes from worms, but it's really good. It's a natural fabric. It breathes. It's hypoallergenic, so it's better for your hair. So if you have allergies, the hypoallergenic materials is what you really want to go for, because you really, if you have rashes or whatever. Some people even say that it helps with eczema and acne, that people that have rough acne and so on, that it actually reduces that. But what we know for sure is that using satin silk, it's much softer on your skin than using satin polyester. We've tried both. We used to sell satin polyester, now we sell satin silk on our website. Both are good, but the silk is more expensive. And I'll tell you the silk we use on our website, on our pillowcases, the one we sell on our website, is called Mulberry Silk. Mulberry Silk comes from, I think it's Bombyx mori is the name of the worm that makes it. It eats mulberry leaves. It comes from northern China. It is so popular, it's been going on for thousands of years. So they farm these silk. There are many other worms, there's the Taza worm, the airy worm, the Fagara worm. There are so many types of worms that are out there that make silk. But the Mulberry Silk is by far the most popular and the most luxurious that you could use. And the reason it's expensive is because of how it's farmed and how much silk they make. So they eat mulberry leaves, and they yarn this thread, this lovely silk thread that gets up to a maximum of 1 kilometer, and that's it. So one worm will give you 1 kilometer of thread, and it's done. Now, the thread making comes from the caterpillar stage. If you know the life cycle of a moth, It starts from the egg, the larva, the pupa, then it comes out to be a moth. Now the second stage is the caterpillar stage or the larva stage. That's the stage that it actually spins this thread, this lovely silk thread. And because it eats mulberry leaves, it makes this perfect silky thread. And that thread, like I said, it gets up to only 1 kilometer. It kind of wraps itself 300,000 times to create this lovely cocoon that it tries to stay inside until it hatches or turns into a butterfly or a moth at the very end. And that is where you get your silk, your mulberry silk. They take it, they boil it, and they unwind it, and that is what is used. So they breed many of these worms to be able to make enough thread to be able to create the pillow. That's why it's so luxurious. That's why it's so expensive. And when you use it, you will not go back. It is really that good. So that's it. I mean, I'll show you how it looks like. So this is the pink that we sell, and this is the blue ones. It really is good. It's much better than sleeping on cotton pillowcase. So if you want to buy one, go for polyester. If you are saving money, or if you have a little bit more money to spend, go for the silk version. But either one is much better than using cotton. And that's it really. So this is John again. You could reach me at john@mixedstreets.com. You could put your comments or send me an email or anywhere other way you want to contact us.